Hello and welcome to the session on Open Universities. The rapid development of information and communication technologies and the move towards more knowledge-intensive, interdependent and internationalized societies create new challenges and opportunities for the design and delivery of education. The emergence of the Internet and related networks such as the World Wide Web has had and will increasingly have radical effect on the transformation of education and training in all sectors. The impact is already significant in all developed countries, and the great majority of developing countries are despite difficulties and fear seeking to take part in the emerging global educational community. Learning a new skill can be a difficult task, which means that you may not be comfortable learning in an unusual environment or around people that you don't know. Being able to study wherever it suits you gives you more freedom and allows you to feel comfortable and ready to learn. This was possible with the introduction of distance education system. Distant education is any educational process in which all or most of the teaching is conducted by someone removed in space and time from the learner, with the effect that all or most of the communication between teachers and learners is through an artificial medium, either electronic or print. In distance education, the normal or principal means of communication is through technology. Another way of discriminating between distance and other forms of education is to ask where the principal educational decisions are made, who is deciding what is to be learned, when and how is it to be learned, when has learning been satisfactorily completed, etc. If such decisions are made in the classroom, this is not distance education. The Open University business model originated in the United Kingdom in 1969. It opened for the first batch of students in 1971. The historical evolution of distance education has been in four main phases. Correspondence systems originated at the end of 19th century and are still the most widely used form of distance education in less developed countries, based around a study guide in printed text and often accompanied by audio and video components such as records and slides. Interaction in the correspondence method is by letters and other written or printed documents sent through postal systems. Educational television and radio systems use various delivery technologies like satellite and cable television and radio to deliver live or recorded lectures to both individual, home-based learners and group of learners in remote classrooms where some face-to-face support might be provided. Some systems offered limited audio or video conferencing links back to the lecture or a moderator at a central point. Multimedia systems encompass text, audio, video and computer-based materials and usually some face-to-face learner support delivered to both individuals and groups. In this approach, which is that used by open universities, instruction is no longer an individual's work but the work of teams of specialists, media specialists, information specialists, instructional design specialists and learning specialists. Programs are prepared for distribution over a large number of learners, usually located across a whole country. In internet-based systems, multimedia, text, audio, video and computer-based materials in electronic format are delivered to individuals through computers along with access to databases and electronic libraries, and this enables teacher-student and student-student one-to-one, one-to-many and many-to-many interactions synchronously or asynchronously through email, computer conferences, bulletin boards, etc. Open learning or open education can be offered through distance learning systems or the conventional system by introducing an element of openness or flexibility. Formal educational institutions have their formalities and restrictions which are related to admission, number of seats, course duration, instruction, examination and the procedures. If these restrictions and formalities are relaxed or removed, learning and education become more flexible and open. The term open learning reflects both the fact that all or the most of the teaching is conducted by someone removing time and space from the learner, and that the mission aims to include greater dimensions of openness and flexibility, whether in terms of assess, curriculum or other elements of structure. For the student or learner, open learning means increased access and flexibility as well as the combination of work and education. It may also mean a more learner-centered approach, enrichment, higher quality and new ways of interaction. For employers, the open system offers high quality and usually cost-effective professional development in the workplace. It allows upgrading of skills, increased productivity and development of a new learning culture. In addition, it means sharing of cost of training time and increased portability of training. Thus, openness is in fact characterized by the following: relaxed or no rigid entry qualifications, learning according to one's own pace and convenience, flexibility in the choice of courses, use of modern and appropriate educational and communication technology. Importance of open university model. Distance learning opens the door for many people who may not have been able to get the education or training that they wanted from their local colleges or universities. During the second half of the 20th century, open universities have revolutionized lifelong learning in many countries. These institutions were inspired by democratization, growing demands for tertiary education, technological developments well suited to mass education and the human resource needs of modernizing societies. Nowadays, the open university educational model is really starting to gain traction as a way for students to obtain a distance learning education. Today, the open university model is available to students across the globe. With the changing aspiration of people worldwide, distant education via open universities have become a viable alternative to regular colleges. Open universities offer distant education, but the quality of education is not compromised as most open universities adopt the course stream approach. The Open University has no affiliated colleges under its control. Open education engages and encourages self-directed learning and individual growth. The printed content and the audio-visual content thus formulated have a student interactive approach. This ensures personalized attention. In recent times, the student-teacher interaction in terms of feedback and problem solving has increased multifold with the advent of internet and emails. Open University model shares a common goal, that is to bring teachers and students together to discuss, investigate, explore and learn. In conventional education, there have always been obstacles throughout the history of education. Taking this point into consideration, open education is a lot more sensitive to quality and to the propagation of knowledge to society. One of the key benefits of open university model is that it allows you to get the necessary training and education you desire from anywhere. You do not have to be physically on campus to get the education. The flexibility of being able to study these courses from anywhere makes it a popular feature for students because they can keep their jobs and do not have to relocate while acquiring new knowledge and skills. This is an advantage for people who have other obligations, and it certainly helps the disabled population. The main purpose of open education is that students should be able to learn in unique ways at different times from all the things around them that could interest them. Traditionally, the teacher will act as the guide and will encourage the students to proceed at their own pace, be it slow or fast, and to develop independence of thoughts. Yet another main advantage to an open distance learning degree is simply the lack of students' depth when you qualify. Challenges of open method. Education has to be considered in its relation to global economic, social and cultural development. There is now little doubt that major changes are occurring in the world economy, mainly due to the expansion of new information bearing technologies. The importance of knowledge as an essential component of the economy has influenced the increasing interest of governments in human knowledge resource development. In developing countries, human knowledge resource development through initial and continuing education is seen as crucial for economic growth and competitiveness. The challenges in education involve the insufficiency of opportunity, the low quality of education, and its frequently observed irrelevance are also of major concern. Another problem is the problem of financing. Lack of resources in developing countries is obvious and becomes more acute as demographic trends increase the need to expand educational provision. Under such conditions, it is unrealistic to expect traditional educational structures to provide an educate basis for knowledge development. New methods will need new organizational forms, which in turn require rethinking of education and training policies. The answer to the challenge of education for development will include the use of information and communication technologies, provided the necessary organizational and policy changes can be implemented to make the technologies effective. Among the benefits expected from new information and communication technologies, besides that of outreach, are efficiency derived from economies of scale and qualitative improvements such as great individualization of learning, easier access to information, and more use of simulation techniques in efforts to meet the new and changing demands for education and training. Open and distance learning may be seen as an approach that is at least complementary and under certain circumstances an appropriate substitute for the face-to-face method that will dominate most educational systems. Scope of open education. The Open University business model is on track to become increasingly popular in the future, considering technological developments and the huge demand for growing economies to have an educated workforce. Distance learning allows students who may have never had a chance to earn a college degree or to achieve a certain certification the ability to do so. This makes it a win-win situation for everybody, from students and employers to the global community, as the Open University business model helps make an educated populace a distinct reality. Open universities probably will go down in the history books as one of the most important educational innovations of the 20th century. They have provided unprecedented access to a broad range of degree programs and lifelong learning opportunities. They have instilled hope and made it a reality. They have helped to preserve national cultures and introduce progress, and they have become popular national resources. Traditionally, governments have introduced open education provision in order to increase access to learning and training opportunity, provide increased opportunities for updating, retraining, and personal enrichment, improve cost effectiveness of educational resources, support the quality and variety of existing educational structures, enhance and consolidate capacity. There have been other related benefits of the system also, like balancing inequalities between age groups, extending geographical access to education, delivering educational campaigns and other education for large audiences, providing speedy and efficient training for key target groups, expanding the capacity for education in new and multidisciplinary subject areas, offering the combination of education with work and family life, developing multiple competencies through recurrent and continuing education, enhancing the international dimension of educational experience, improving the quality of existing educational services. Major contributions of the open system. Open education can be used for a wide variety of purposes, like general education. In school, open education programs are used to support teaching in schools when learning materials are lacking. It can be used to provide both in schools and out of school programs. Teacher education. Teacher education is an important area where open education has been used extensively to provide upgrading of academic qualifications and in-service continuing professional development in a particular subjects, content areas, and instructional methods. Distance education may play an increasingly important role during this decade in helping address the growing shortage of teachers, educational administrators, and other educational professionals experienced in both developing and developed countries. Developed countries are using the internet as the principal or supplementary means of providing in-service teacher education. The current and emerging communication and information technologies provide unique opportunities to continue the professional development of teachers and other educators. Distance education may also play a major role in upgrading the knowledge and skills of teacher educators both in higher education and educational agencies. A particular advantage of distance education is that it makes teachers' preparation and professional development program accessible to indigenous people and other located remote, rural areas who do not have convenient access to higher education institution and where there is often a shortage of well-prepared teachers and other educational professionals. Finally, distance education and the new tools for learning may serve as a catalyst for changing teaching practices, the roles of teachers and the students as part of an overall strategy for systematic change of educational system to reflect current knowledge on human learning and to help the educational system be more responsive to local and national needs as well as global trends. Vocational continuing education. The role of open and distance learning in the field of technical and vocational education is significant. It has two main functions: to respond effectively to the growing demand of working adults or any other who have difficulties in getting training in conventional education because of lack of flexibility in the timing and location of courses, to provide an opportunity for the empowerment of those most disadvantaged by existing provision, the unemployed, the disabled, women and ethnic minorities. Continuing education and training is an expanding field in which open learning is used to a great extent. The need for recurrent and continuous updating of knowledge and skills is recognized as a fundamental demand in society today, and open and distance learning with its decentralized and flexible delivery and its modular structure of courses and curricula has become an obvious way of meeting this need. Open and distance learning institutions offer their courses and programs for this purpose. Higher education. There are more open learning courses offered at the tertiary level than at any other. This has been the case since the invention of the distance education method near the end of the 19th century, when the use of new technology made it possible to deliver higher education beyond the boundaries of the campus. The development of the Open University in the United Kingdom provided the model for the integrated multimedia systems approach to the delivery of higher education by a single mode university, a model that has been emulated in more than a score of other countries. Open universities have their own degrees and curricula, though these are usually similar to the curricula and degrees of a conventional universities. Let us summarize the important ideas we have discussed so far. The chapter in detail discusses the open universe system of education. The unit starts with distance education method of learning and explains the meaning of open university method. The rapid development of information and communication technologies and the move towards more knowledge-intensive, interdependent and internalized societies create new challenges and opportunities for the design and delivery of education. Being able to study wherever it suits you gives you more freedom and allows you to feel comfortable and ready to learn. This was possible with the introduction of distance education system. Distance education is any educational process in which all or most of the teaching is conducted by someone removed in space and time from the learner, with the effect that all or most of the communication between teachers and learner is through an artificial medium, either electronic or print. Open learning or open education can be offered through distance learning system or the conventional system by introducing an element of openness or flexibility. The Open University business model originated in the United Kingdom in 1969. It opened for the first batch of students in 1971. Formal education institutions have their formalities and restrictions which are related to admission, number of seats, course duration, instruction, examination, and procedures. If these restrictions and formalities are relaxed or removed, learning and education become more flexible and open. The term open learning reflects both the fact that all or most of the teaching is conducted by someone removed in time and space from the learner, and that the mission aims to include greater dimensions of openness and flexibility, whether in the terms of assess, curriculum, or other elements of structure. Thus, openness is, in fact, characterized by the following: relaxed and no rigid entry qualifications, learning according to one's own pace and convenience, flexibility in the choice of courses, use of modern appropriate educational and communication technology. During the second half of the 20th century, open universities have revolutionized lifelong learning in many countries. Nowadays, the open university educational model is really starting to gain traction as a way for students to obtain a distance learning education. Today, the open university model is available to students across the globe. With the changing aspiration of people worldwide, distance education via open universities have become a viable alternative to regular colleges. Open education engages and encourages self-directed learning and individual growth. The printed content and the audiovisual content thus formulated have a student interactive approach. This ensures personalized attention. One of the key benefits of the open university model is that it allows you to get the necessary training and education you desire from anywhere. You do not have to be physically on the campus to get the education. This is an advantage for people who have other obligations also. Yet another main advantage to an open distance learning degree is simply the lack of student depth when you qualify. The chapter also discusses the challenges of education and the scope of open university system of education. The chapter ends with the contribution that open learning method has contributed to the field of education. Now you can attempt to answer these questions given here. What is open university education model? Which are the four phases during the historical evolution of distance education? What is the importance of open university model of education? What are the characteristics of open method of learning? What are the challenges faced by an open system? Briefly point out the major contributions of the open system in field of education. Let me give you a few books for your reference. Handbook of Distance Education, Michael G. Morey, Routledge, 2007. The Open University is Open, Jeremy Tunstall, Taylor and Francis, 1973. Hope that this session was useful to you. We can meet again with another topic. Thank you for watching this program.